to a single suspect.
With a suspect behind bars, Stockton police are now searching for a motive in a series of deadly shootings that put the Northern California city on edge for months.
Thank God we don't have another serial killer on the loose. Makes me feel a whole lot better.
Saturday, authorities announced they arrested the 43-year-old suspect, Wesley Brownlee, as he drove through the city's streets armed with a handgun. Police say he was dressed in black with a mask around his neck.
Correspondent Christian Benavides. Just about 3 weeks before the midterm elections will determine what party controls the House and the Senate. A new CBS News Battleground Tracker poll finds Democrats losing ground on the economy, Republicans gaining it.
What can change the situation to better favor the Democrats? Younger voters. Voters under 45 comprise just about a quarter of the electorate in our current House estimates. But if they turn out in the same proportion as they did in 2018 and vote in the same way they are predicted to, that could swing House control to the Democrats.
Fred Backus is manager of surveys for CBS News. There have been early morning explosions in the Ukrainian capital of Kyiv, blamed on what are being described as kamikaze drones. This is 60 Minutes correspondent Scott Pelley returned to Ukraine now about 8 months into the Russian invasion. He looked at new evidence of Russian war atrocities in areas reclaimed by Ukraine.
At St. Andrew's Church, in the days before Orthodox Easter, 116 souls rose from the grave. The town of Bucha was excavating the trench to rebury each victim with their name. Photos of the dead were posted online. DNA was taken, and families grieved to learn the fate of the missing.
In this hemisphere, U.S. and Canadian forces have delivered tactical and armored vehicles and supplies to crisis-torn Haiti. CBS's Jerika Duncan with that.
The equipment will be used to bolster police. They're up against powerful gangs who block the flow of critically needed humanitarian aid. The country is also battling a cholera outbreak.
On the Health Watch, indications that the battle against COVID could also lead to a cancer.
Learned about in a large number of people how the immune system reacts towards mRNA. So this will definitely accelerate our cancer vaccine.
That's Özlem Türeci of BioNTech, one of the key researchers behind the COVID vaccine. As of today, millions of Americans can start buying hearing aids without a prescription. The new federal rule affects adults, meaning above 18. This is CBS News.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance, so you only pay for what you need. Visit libertymutual.com to learn more.
Okay, 3 more climbers, 7 loggers.
And sustainably sourced logging company is growing a new branch.
What about the truck driver contracts?
Which means a new HR manager will be the first hire to fall.
Then we'll need to staff up the warehouse.
Indeed can help them hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Ray Marriott's here for eBay Motors. You're driving along and some Nimrod cuts you off. You hit the horn. Jeez, it sounds like a goose in distress. Time to head over to eBay Motors. They have horns for every make and model, not to mention horn pads, steering wheels, wiring, and more. 122 million parts. You can even go for an upgrade. That looks like Mr. Cutoff Man needs a new seat cover. Try eBay Motors, pal. Get the right parts at the right prices. Ride.
Barely into her term as Prime Minister of the UK, Liz Truss now finds herself the focus of efforts by some members of her ruling Conservative Party to get her out, and quickly. Meantime, some of those tributes left for the late Queen Elizabeth are getting a new lease on life.
Yes, please. Remember that skit from June's Platinum Jubilee featuring Queen Elizabeth and Paddington Bear? More than 1,000 toy Paddingtons were left outside royal residences after Queen Elizabeth's death last month. And now Buckingham Palace says they've all been professionally cleaned and are being donated to children's charity. One likes to think Her Majesty would approve.
That's very kind.
Vicky Barker, CBS News, London.
Baseball playoffs, New York Yankees take Game 4 against Cleveland 4-2. Both teams now have 2 wins. Game 5 will decide the ALDS. European financial markets opening higher. U.S. market futures up 2. Tom Foti, CBS News.
This is KNX News, 97.1 FM.
The people you know.
The voices you trust.
12:05, I'm Art Sanders. The buses will keep running in Orange County, and protesters call for LA City Councilman Kevin De Leon to step down right on his street. The first traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on 5. Here's Lou Stowers.
Good Monday morning to you, Art. And Red Alert still working in City Terrace on the 10 East and Soda Street. That's where the incident is. But all lanes are stopped at the South 101 transition to the East 10. And this is for a multi-vehicle crash. One is teetering on the bridge. And so the diversion is continue on the one down to the South 5 to the East 60 to the 710 North, then back up to the 10. In Santa Clarita on the 14 North, just before Soledad Canyon Road, look out for a car into the center divider, and there's debris in both in lanes, so just beware of that. And let's go back to the East LA interchange, so the 5 North and Downey Road. All lanes are stopped. 3-vehicle crash there, and I just want to take a quick look at that area. It looks like they're opening up lanes right now. Everything over to the off-ramp area, so that's good news for you. You can continue up there. Then headed in from into downtown LA on the eastbound side of the 10 between Vermont and Hoover. There's a 3-vehicle crash in lanes, and everything is shut down there. You can get off at Vermont or before that at Normandy and try to wind your way around, or they may be opening up some lanes soon just to kind of hang out there and wait for it. Next report is coming up at 12:15 in the Irvine Auto Center, 24-hour traffic.
Clouds and fog this morning, then it'll be sunny again. Highs mid-70s to around 80 degrees today. Right now in Burbank, we've got 60 degrees. Redondo Beach has 65. In Irvine, it's 66 at 12:07. Bus service in Orange County will not be disrupted as workers and management go back to the bargaining table. Maintenance and service workers with the Orange County Transportation Authority voted to strike earlier this month. County negotiators and union leaders who threatened to walk off the job midnight Sunday will continue negotiations in an attempt to avoid it. The union's Eric Jimenez tells CBS 2 what they've been asking for is fair.
We explained to the state mediator what we needed, what our major sticking points were, which was health care, wages, and pension.
OCTA management says the contract offer made is in line with other union workers. Writer Candy Singh.
It's the fact that it affects the entire county and everyone else's jobs.
Governor Newsom was asked to help in bringing the two sides back to the bargaining table. The current contract expired September. The street where LA City Councilmember Kevin De Leon lives in Eagle Rock has been turned into a campsite for protesters demanding he resign over racist comments.
25 campers and a half dozen or so tents, along with a table, folding chairs, even a porta potty, 300 feet down the street from the home of Kevin De Leon. Michael Williams is an organizer. He's with BLM LA.
We want him to resign because we are afraid and scared that any further policies that he makes or is a part of will be based off his anti-black views that he expressed.
Williams says they're going to be out here, and several supporters of the councilman also showed up.
I don't think that what he did raises to the level where he has to resign because of all the pressure that has been brought to bear. I'm sorry that I have a different view.
De Leon not staying at his home. His whereabouts Rock. Emily Valdez, KNX News 97.1 FM.
The KNX reached out to the Councilmember De Leon for comment. Meanwhile, the LA for the next president to be one of the city's council African-American members. The group held a news conference earlier today and saying the move would help bring the city together and show the council is committed to black empowerment. The organization's leader, Afari Hutchinson, is also calling for Kevin De Leon to step down, but he doesn't believe that will happen.
We're really talking about a very influential city council person, so if he stays there, it even more polarizes the situation. He has given no indication that he's going to resign. And my guess is, I have no crystal ball, but my guess is, given the fact that he is a power broker within the city council and the city, he's not going to step down. He's going to play hardball.
He adds that Gil Cedillo should also resign for the good of the city. The widow and other relatives of a man who was killed in a horrific crash in Pomona this weekend have joined many other mourners for an emotional vigil at the scene of the tragedy. 50-year-old Gilberto Payan died, and a dozen other people were seriously injured Friday night when a car smashed into a taco stand near Holt Avenue and Dudley Street. His wife told CBS 2 he planned to take his youngest of 4 children to a nearby park. After picking up tacos for the family that night, Now, the man who'd been a regular customer at the stand said it's hard to process what happened.
Many times I've been coming from here in my taco, and that happened to me once.